So we've seen prices of cryptocurrencies going down the last few days, and if you look at coin market cap, Bitcoin is just a little bit over $6,000. Ethereum, I believe, was sub $250 at one point, which is insane. I mean, look at those changes over 24 hours in US dollar. Anyway, against Bitcoin, look at Ethereum there, minus 15%. So, yeah, you know, the market going down, you see a lot more posts about despair and all that. So I don't want to fuel that. But, yeah, you do have to review things when the market is down. I've saw a few people talking about them switching off their rigs, mainly because it's not profitable for them to mine. They're actually spending more electricity than they are receiving in coins. So we might see the network hash rate drop significantly in a lot of coins as a result of these prices going down. That is, you know, what's happening in the market right now. Now, I don't think it's all doom and gloom. I'm still mining. I think that moving forward, the market will pick up. I still believe in the technology and all that, so I'm not too stressed about it because I'm not looking to cash out right now anyway. But I came across a statement or a post on Reddit, and it is a reminder that you should only invest what you can afford to lose. You should only invest what you can afford to lose. Now, you might call me a little bit of a hypocrite by saying that, because when I invested in my cryptocurrency hardware, I put a little bit of money on my credit card and I put a little bit in PayPal credit. Now, when I did that though, I knew that, yes, I don't want to lose it, but I can, with the other money that I make, as a living, through my regular job, I guess you could call it, working online, I knew that I could cover those, I could cover those expenses. So I didn't think it was a major issue for me. But there's a lot of people that maybe go a little bit further and they take out money that they can't afford to lose. And this is going back to what happened early in the year. This is why a lot of credit card companies stop people using credit cards to buy cryptocurrency directly. Now, I don't think that applied to actually buying GPUs and other hardware, but a lot of people were just, putting $10,000, $15,000, $20,000 on a credit card and just buying coins. And, that was happening when Bitcoin was about $20,000 and now it's sitting at $6,000. So there has been a lot of casualties. The post in Reddit that I saw there said, "Here is my bank installment related to the loan I took to invest in crypto. Still 3.5 years to go until I'm freed. Until then, I'm working for nothing and I'm at an 85% loss. I hope it gives you a lesson." And you can see, all the payments that he's got that he has to pay back. I'm not sure what currency that is. But yeah, all the money he has to pay back. At that point, maybe a bit going bankrupt. But yeah, it is a stark reminder that you shouldn't be taking loans just to invest in cryptocurrency. And the same thing applies to stocks and shares. You shouldn't be taking a credit card loan or any kind of bank loan and going out and buying shares in the Bitmain IPO or anything like that. You should only invest what you can afford to lose. It's kind of sad reading this, and I think some people have a little bit more hardline, a hardline view on this, and they say, well, these people are stupid, they shouldn't have done this. They've obviously bought the wrong coins, or they didn't do research and all that. And a lot of that is true. I think that a lot of people like that were perhaps naive. I think they get caught in the gold rush. Greed took over. Perhaps they've invested in coins that they didn't research. But even good coins have dropped in price, so I don't think that's a factor. That being said, I don't like seeing that. I really don't like seeing that. And these kind of situations have real life repercussions where, I'm not want to talk about really bad situations, but this can really affect people's mental health. It can really affect what they do with the rest of their life, because of one wrong investment. And it's a reminder to me why I don't like pump and dump groups. I get approached in Discord all the time. Hey, join this group. We'll pump the coin up and all that. And I just block them. I just block them automatically. I mark it as spam. I close the message. I don't want to be part of that. And through the grapevine, I've heard a lot of coins. Unfortunately, there was one coin or two coins that I'd actually covered before in a video. And I've heard about the developers freaking out. The whole community freaked out about the price going down. And they were investing money and artificially inflating the price, using money to pump up the price to gain some momentum again. I don't like that either. I think when you start interfering in the market in that way, there's going to be someone that loses out. So, yeah, it's a little bit of a doom and gloom video, isn't it? But, yeah, I feel sorry for this person. I do think he made a big mistake in doing that. By the looks of what he's saying here, he didn't buy hardware. I think hardware, a little bit still risky, but it's a safer bet because you can still sell the hardware, you can still mine, you can change what you're mining. Whereas if you just buy coins directly, you're kind of tied to that unless you do some trading. He made a huge mistake, and that's something that's going to affect his life for years. He's literally working every day to give it to a bank. And there's going to be lots of people with stories like that. So use this doom and gloom story to make sure that you don't do this yourself. You know, I had a really interesting chat with Brad Cahoon yesterday, a really fascinating chat. I had a lot of fun talking to him about shared masternodes, and he was talking about his investment strategy where 50% of his coins that he mines every day goes automatically to pay for electricity. Now I've taken a different approach. I've, you know, paying electricity out my other funds and just keeping the crypto. But there's a lot to be said about that kind of safe approach to cryptocurrency, even from a mining point of view, where you cover your electricity, you cover your expenses, then you go, right, okay, these are the coins that I've earned. A lot of people are doing it differently. Some people just mine to reach the ROI date and then they start mining for coins. But whatever you're doing, guys, don't spend money that you can't afford to lose. And I'm including myself in that. Perhaps going back, maybe I should have waited, or maybe I should have tested the waters with 6 GPUs rather than 30. I don't regret what I did, if I'm honest. I think I got in at the right time, and I'm happy with what I set up. But as a stark reminder, things can go wrong. Things will go wrong. And yes, we're in a bear market, and maybe I'm, you know, speaking with doom and gloom here, but just remember this situation, and remember this situation rises, because if we do enter a bull run in a few months, we're going to see the general feeling in cryptocurrency flip upside down. You're going to see people doing this again. We will, without doubt. There's going to be people taking loans to buy hardware, to buy coins, money that they can't afford to lose. So bear this in mind. If you take anything from this bear run, if anything from this time when all the prices are down, it's that remember this when the market is up, that, you know, it can go back down again. So let me know what you think about this, guys. I'd love to hear what your investment strategy has been. I'm a little bit of a hypocrite because I did put some of my hardware purchases on PayPal credit and on my credit card, etc. But you can't do that unless you can afford to pay it back. And by the looks of it, this guy's life is directly affected by not being able to do that. So thanks for watching, guys. I do appreciate it. Please do leave a comment, and I'll speak to you all in the next one. Take care.